I really like the way, as a team, we came out fast and started fast on Saturday. Obviously, going to an unfamiliar place, playing an unfamiliar opponent. It was an earlier start time than we had. There was a lot of factors that kind of went into that. And we started off great. Defensively, we had a 3-and-out. Offensively, I think we scored on our first 2 or 3 drives. So to get stops and to produce points early, and we've been fortunate to be able to do that, for the most part all season. So it's good to obviously get that momentum going early and kind of set the tone for the rest of the game. And I thought our guys did a great job of that, especially in that first quarter. Yeah, I think anytime you look at pass defense, third down success for a defense, there's never going to be one particular position group you can point to, because a defensive secondary is only going to be as good as the pass rush. If the quarterback has all day to sit there and throw the ball, anybody can get open. You can only cover for so long. And in turn, we've got to be able to play some tighter coverage and some different coverages in different situations and match up and make plays when the ball is thrown to our zone or to our man. So I think we've played really complementary in all 3 levels of our defense. We've done good against the run. That's put us in some favorable third down situations and some favorable, pass defense situations, and our guys have responded, in those situations. So I think you can point to the D-line, to the play of our linebackers, and definitely the play of the secondary as well, to what has lended to the success in the pass defense. Yeah, our defensive line really feeds off each other really well. Mo Green, who's a senior defensive end for us from Clifton, New Jersey, is such a hard worker, such a passionate football player. He's like a magnet to our young guys. They really gravitate towards him and view him as a leader. And he backs it up with his play. He plays really hard. He practices really hard. He prepares really hard. Day before the game, I'm walking through the building and he's out there, working pass rush moves on dummies out in the field by himself. It's the little things like that go unseen, but that are leading to his success. And the more we can spread the football around, the harder we're going to be to defend. It's great to get some different guys in the end zone. We can't be very centric on just one player. From an offensive standpoint. And I think what that creates defensively is you can't just focus all your efforts on stopping one guy. We're able to spread the ball around and get some different guys in the end zone. And we've got some guys that scored their first touchdown of their careers this past weekend, and in Gene Rivera and Jack Fields, and it was great to get those guys in the end zone. They worked their tails off. They've developed every single year, and now as juniors are really flourishing in our system. So hats off to those guys. Really, really proud of them for the work that they've put in, and we're happy to reward them with some touchdowns. Yeah, we're always excited to play obviously a game at home, to play a rivalry game versus Bentley at home. They're a really tough opponent. They've got some really talented weapons on their offense. They play really sound and opportunistic on defense. And it's always a gritty football game when we play them. They nipped us last year, and we had a really great overtime game against them 2 years ago. So we're excited to one, get home, and to two, to play a really great conference opponent in a good football game and a good atmosphere here at WB. So our guys are definitely getting ready to prepare for our next game. I think Bentley is extremely talented. They have a lot of guys back. They were a relatively younger team last year, and they have a ton of football players back, and some guys that have stepped into some newer roles and some expanded roles. They've got 3 of the best receivers that I think we'll face all year. Their quarterback is a junior, and he's in his 3rd year as a starting quarterback, so he's got great command of their system. He's a lefty, delivers the ball really well. They got a couple different tailbacks that they can march in there, and they do a great job of giving you different formations, giving you different alignments, motions, giving you a lot of similar looks and then a lot of looks off of those that can kind of catch you napping a little bit. Defensively, they do a great job of kind of bending but not breaking, and really just making some plays and waiting for you to make some mistakes. They're ball hawks. They do a great job of creating turnovers, and they've always been really sound from a special team standpoint. So they challenge you in a lot of different phases of the game, and it's going to be on our guys and our staff to make sure that we're as prepared as we possibly can be to go out and execute on Saturday.